Hello, I'm Andy, and you see a diagram in front of you, and I've shaded two areas. One is close to your thumb, which I've marked under B, and the other is to the other side of your palm, which I've marked A. Now, these are both areas of upper Mars and lower Mars, the planet Mars, M-A-R-S. The planet Mars has all got to do with your level of determination, your level of anger, your level of aggressiveness, your level of having a big heart and being adventurous, many things. And if you find moles on the areas of A or B, red moles or black moles, then it weakens this area and makes the area behave and makes the planet Mars behave very aggressively and in a bad way, taking many chances, exposing yourself to risk in all areas of your life. So be cautious if you have these signs there. Now, when you have these signs, what happens is that the planets Venus and Mars will clash, and the moon area will become very weak in your horoscope as well. So you become the most charming person at times, and you can be the most nasty of all persons at times. So there will be what we call the water and fire effect on you. And that will cause moodiness and changeability, and sometimes so much commitment and strength from you, sometimes being intimidated and feeling prosecuted or persecuted. All these things are going to be up and down. And of course, the Mars is very affected by the moon position. And so full moon periods and new moon periods, if you have these black dots or red dots in these two areas, you have to be very careful. Now, the headline, which I've marked in the red line, which is curving, that is called the lifeline. That's called the lifeline. And this area of where I've shaded, if there is a mole, red or black, will affect that line. It will weaken that line. Now, that line, palmists normally use to gauge your length of life, but I find that's wrong. It's basically that line shows your level of immunity. Do you have strong immunity in your physical, in your mental and emotional state? And if the moles are seen on that mark which I've shaded near your thumb, then that line becomes weak. And so you have some danger, especially in the first 27 years of your life, of having a very difficult time to find your way in life in all areas of your life. So be cautious that way. Now on the other extreme side of the palm, which are marked as A, now if you have moles there, it affects your Mercury finger because it's under the Mercury finger. That planet Mars area is under the Mercury finger. So we worry that a midlife crisis will appear, and that's around your age of 36 and also around the age of 45, where these moles, whether red or black, are going to produce plenty of trouble in areas of personal, marriage and romance, or health areas, or financial areas. These moles basically make Mars weaken in the sense that you become over adventurous, over daring, and therefore expose yourself to risk. There's never a good black or red mole on the palm. It can only mean trouble. So if you have this, be careful of not being too adventurous. All right, now the planets that are concerned with these areas of A and B, firstly on the B side is got to do with Venus and Saturn, and of course Mars. And on the other side is got to do with the Moon, with Mercury and Mars. So let's talk of your side B first. And what happens then is that illnesses which you have early in age can become worse and worse if you have these moles. And secondly, a very poor start in your life, difficulty in even finding education or completing your education and having no direction, or marrying early and having a lot of problems, or having to work for the sake of your family and not being able to be educated. All these things will be shown if these moles are there. Now, if let's go to the area marked under A, the shaded area. then Mercury, the Moon and Mars are concerned. That's a lot to do with temperament as well. The moodiness and the mood swings, the aggressive swings, and then the hastiness and the impatience as well. So all this make you also a difficult person more and more. And your temper fuse will be extremely short and it will be linked to your tongue. And so when you are angry, your tongue becomes a weapon. And so you will scold or you will just say things which are as sharp as a blade. So become aware of this if you have moles in that area, red or dark moles. Well, the only way, now regarding the ages, it's a bit difficult to get the ages based on this, but in my experience I've seen that until the age of 27, the area of the B, if it has moles, it affects you badly, and then on the other side is your old age that can have trouble in either health areas or loneliness especially. Okay, now the zodiac signs that are affected the most in the area of B, let's start there. The signs would be, if you come under Aries or under Scorpio, then you are going to, or under Capricorn, these three signs, Capricorn, Scorpio or Aries, then you are going to be in your early age very badly affected. And for these three sun signs, if on the, let's go to the side marked A, if you have moles there, then is your old age that can be open to a lot of problems as well. Now, if you happen to be these particular signs of Pisces or Sagittarius or Libra or Cancer, then accidents are very possible for you if you have moles on these, on the side B or on the side A as well. Because these moles will affect many planets that are seen active in these sun signs I've just mentioned. Now regarding health, my main worry if under B, the area B, if you have these moles, my worry would be to do with, if you're a woman, your gynae areas, if you're a man, your prostate and the stomach areas as well. And let's go to the A side, it could have to do with your stomach, and the moon always rules the areas of gynecological areas for a woman, and the stomach areas basically for men and women as well are going to be open to problems. Well, the only way to really understand this is for me to do a full horoscope for you based on your full date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms, and we can do this on Skype and it will cost you USD 50. And in those 90 minutes of Skype that I'll be with you, I will cover all areas of your life for the next 5 or 6 years. And so go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me a message, send me an email. Let's get down to getting a date so we can Skype for 90 minutes. It'll only cost you USD 50 and I'll be very intensely looking at all areas of your life for the next 5 or 6 years. Until then, thank you and good luck.